as well. Very good. Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing today?
Fine, thanks.
Good? Okay. Okay, I don't know
Good.
how I'm unmuted also. Okay, so that might be something. Now, today we're going to take a slight detour on the topic that we were doing. It is still quite related. Garima, can you please check your microphone because I think everyone else can hear the sound. So I think there might be some problem with the microphone that's there. Okay, or you can relog in. But yes, we're going to take a slight detour from the topic at hand, which is, but we're going to do something still very, very related, which is the understanding of why people do not heal. This is one of those topics that a lot of times is not spoken about because, of course, when you go to a healer, the last thing you want to hear is that, okay, there could be blocks, there could be a reason that the person is blocking their healing. And it is very, very important for us to understand the various reasons we might be blocking our healing, or even when we do heal. Like the first question somebody asks us when they do want to, come in for a session is actually there are two questions. The first question is, okay, so can I receive healing? How does the healing cost so much? Can I just receive healing? So, the first thing I would like to demystify for everyone is the difference between a healing and actually a release session that we do. We're going to be doing downloads with every concept as we go as well. Okay. So, healings, you guys, are for everyone. Healings are something we very happily as healers do for free because always what we're doing there is sending lots and lots of unconditional love to the person. When a person says, can I receive a healing? We say, yes, of course. With our COVID healing circle or anything at all, we're sending healings to people. What that means is you're sending pure, unconditional love and light through the energy of the creator of all that is. Now, if the person has a problem within their life, whether that is a physical ailment, whether that is an emotional issue, a relationship, or financial issue, if it is simply something that has happened for them and it does not have any backlog of things stored for them, this act of sending healing, especially sending group healing, can have amazing results and the person's situation simply shifts. They're doing better already. Okay? It's very, very powerful to send that energy of unconditional love, which is why for all the COVID people, we're sending it every single day. We're making sure it's a group healing, so all the bunch of healers is passing that unconditional love and light because it has tremendous power to heal. However, and this is actually how the Theta Healing module came about also. Initially, what they used to do is go up to the energy of all that is, the universal energy that we believe in. In Theta, we call it the creator of all that is. And they used to command to send lots of unconditional love and light, to send healing, and to heal whatever body part needed to be healed, to heal the issue at hand. And initially, there were fabulous results with it. But then there were a few cases where the person would get better for a little while, they'd feel better for some time, and then the issue would come back into the life, either in the same form or in another. Which is where the question came of why is there a difference when one person can heal instantly and the other person takes a while to heal or the problem keeps coming back? That's when the understanding and acknowledgement came that we are all subject to our emotions, our experiences, and the beliefs that we hold. And those are as individual as the person themselves. So it's very, very important to address the underlying cause of something, which is when the release work comes about, which is what you do when you actually sit for a session. We sit with the person, we talk to them, we ask them the questions that help us to get to the root of the issue, to understand that if this is the symptom that they're facing, whether it's a headache, whether it's a pain in a certain area of their body, whether it's a relationship that's not working out, through the art of asking the correct questions, We get to the root, the pulse of what is actually holding them back. Is it an experience that they had? Is it an experience where they felt not good enough? Is it an experience where they felt like they weren't getting any attention and they wanted to get that attention? Is it an experience where they've stored a lot of emotion in their body and now their body simply wants to get it out? The minute you understand the pulse, the root of what is happening, and that is addressed, is when you actually see a beautiful transformation that actually becomes permanent. Which is why for a session, you generally do it one on one. You're looking at what releases to do. Even when we do these sessions, we connect to the group energy, which is why we encourage all of you to come live. Okay? Which is why we encourage all of you to come live and let us connect to your energy. Let us see what beautiful releases we can all do together so that we can all evolve together as a group. And this week, we're going to be covering the different aspects in more detail of how and what blocks we might be facing, how we can choose to overcome that, how we can understand our own patterns and release them so that we can heal faster. Okay, so is everyone ready for that? Is everyone excited? Yes? Okay, so we're going to be doing explanations. We'll also do some downloads along the way because we want you to understand what it is, because we know once you understand, you have a choice. You have a choice to choose differently. Okay? So now we spoke about the beliefs and experiences that we have. A lot of times within life, we've had experiences and we have life going on. So we've had to just deal with it and move forward. Deal with it and move forward. We never gave ourselves the time to acknowledge that emotion, to actually resolve that emotion. Somebody passed away just now's time as well. And you are so busy getting everything together. You're so busy putting everything in place, informing 20 people, making sure everything is fine, repeating that story, that you may have never had the time to actually resolve that emotion, to actually feel what you truly feel. Sorrow, grief. Now, all of that gets stored in our lungs. We say each illness is as individual as the person themselves. So, even though we might know a pattern, how a person holds it, processes it, is what makes all the difference. The more we're getting to know ourselves, the better we can begin to resolve our emotions as well. Okay, so our body stores different things not to trouble us, but literally to make it something that's easier for us. So your illness is making a statement to you. Our physical body is the easiest way for us to acknowledge, for us to understand when there is an imbalance of certain emotions happening, when there is an imbalance of certain experiences happening within our lives. A lot of times we know, oh, I need to rest. Your body tells you it is tired. So you decide to rest. And then, right, then you get a call saying, oh, I need help with this thing. So you decide, oh, okay, let me finish this one task. Then I can rest. The minute you do that, you remember another task you had pending. So you start doing that. Then you might get a call from your boss or your children saying that they require help with something. So you decide that your responsibility is very important. So you decide to complete that and then rest. And how many times have we seen us simply going through the motions, doing all that we believe is our responsibility to give time to first, and ignoring completely what our body wanted to tell us? More often than not, we do that. Okay, and then what happens is when your body cannot take it anymore, or your body really wants to signal to you that you really need the rest, what your body does is you might get a slight fever, you might get an ache. Now you go to the doctor, and the doctor tells you, oh, you're going to have to rest for 3 days. Your body suddenly feels so weak that it rests for 3 days. How many of us are actually scared to actually sit with our own emotions, our own thoughts? You'll see those really busy bodies, who are sitting and doing one thing after the other, one thing after the other. And if you simply tell them that why don't you take half an hour just to sit, to meditate, or to even just sit by Sit and relax. They're like, no, 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 I can't do this. Sometimes it's our own fear of getting with our own thoughts and focusing on ourselves. It could be because we have given so much of our life to doing for others, the whole giving pattern that we spoke about. It could be because rest is not something you do. You must have heard the quote, I'll rest when I die. When I finally rest in peace is when I will rest. So we feel like to maximize what we're doing with our lives, it's important to constantly keep ourselves busy. But when your body really requires something, if there is an emotion it has held for a long time, if somebody tells you go for a wellness class, go learn a healing modality while you're still well, while you're happy, healthy, it interests you, go do it. We say no, 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 all this I can't do just now. We speak about investing in a session, no, 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 not now. I really want to do it, but I have so much pending office work. I have my kids to look after, they need me. They're fully grown kids, but they need me. And now, when the body actually manifests an illness where there is no option, but the medical science is okay, there's this much we can do, but you're not feeling better. Now, suddenly, we find the time to go and get ourselves healed. We find the time to go and find out what are the emotions that I'm holding on to. Can I release them? One of the things we tell all our therapists to ask is, what is the best that has come out of this illness for you? We know that it's really painful, it's very negative. It's not something that anyone enjoys. But your mind is also a very good businessman. It's not going to hold on to anything unless and until it's serving you. So if you really just sit down in your space, there's a body ache, there's a pain, there's something going on which you're not liking within your life. And you ask yourself, okay, there are so many things bad about this situation. I really don't like it. But what is the one good thing which has happened because of this situation? And give yourself time to acknowledge that answer. Slowly, but surely, if you're ready, you will get an answer. Oh, I mean, I've got this arthritic pain. I can't now, do all the housework as quickly as I used to, etc. I sit down and I relax, realize that no, for the first time in years, I've allowed myself to say no. I've been able to say, so the mother in law said, go make this, do this, do this, do this, do this. Earlier generations, they couldn't say no. But now they can actually say, I would like, but I can't. No, somebody else will have to do it. So that illness has made it like if they learn how to say no, if they simply learn that emotion where they know it's okay to express themselves, it's okay to say no, they could allow for their illness to completely go. The illness doesn't have to be the reason they're saying no. Suddenly I realized, okay, once I've gotten ill, my whole family has come together. I realized after this illness is when I actually began my spiritual journey, maybe. When I took time out of all the busy things I was doing to sit and look at how I feel, at what I do. That is also a great cause, right? So our mind finds a bigger benefit that is there. And the minute we allow ourselves, so that is what we do when we're looking at doing the downloads for everyone. When we speak about identifying a core pattern, that's the idea of it. We want to see the root of how is this helping me? What did it do as that? If I learn how to do that without the illness, I might allow the illness to go a lot easier. We have to see the level of attachment we have to that. Okay, I'm going to just tell you all one more point before I do downloads for at least these points for everyone. Okay, we've seen a lot of times that when you're working with a person, when you're sending them lots of that healing, lots of unconditional love, their body simply doesn't allow it in. They are asking you for it, but their body doesn't seem to take all of it in. Why is that? if their body might have never experienced what being totally healed feels like, what being surrounded with so much love feels like, what it feels like for a person, for instance, who's had a problem since a very young age. And I tell them, oh, the problem's just gone for you. Like if a person comes in with a chronic illness and we tell them that, okay, let's work, 1 hour we've worked, you're going to be better after this. They're like, no, 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 this is not how it works. I know my problem. It can't heal in 1 hour. I've worked with a person who had a back problem where I could really see their back healing so well that I told them, they said, do I need to do something? Do I need to do some exercise? Do I need to do something to make it better? I said, I don't feel the need for it. It really looks like it could heal very, very well. So just enjoy. We've done the releases. Enjoy and let me know how you're doing. But because we're so used to looking for that pain, you would wake up every morning, keep twisting, turning, checking, wait, is it hurting on this side? Is it hurting on this side? We keep looking for that pain till we find it. Because my mind cannot process that a pain I've had for 8 years could go in 1 hour. The same happens for kids also who have had some problem for a long while. It could be autism, it could be anything. Okay, and you've read so much about it. You know that, oh, this is something that takes a lot of time or it's irreversible. Now you're meeting this person who the kids believe that the stars can come down. So they will allow themselves to heal like this. But do the parents who are also attached to the illness believe it can heal that quickly? So they'll be, oh, but it can't heal so fast. So we actually work on the parents. So they can acknowledge that healing happening that quickly. For a person for them to acknowledge, okay, I can start walking. We all have our own attachment, even when we talk about illness. What do we tell people? I have this. Cancel, this is just for reference, okay? But we say, oh, I have thyroid. I have diabetes. I have knee pain. It sounds like something I have. I have a phone. I have a laptop. I have a house. Somebody asks me for that laptop or house. Will I give it up easily? No, it's something that's mine. I have it. Our mind has simple rules. I have this, it's yours. Okay, you keep it. So when we taught this, actually, I remember my grandmom who also learned this. She's also in her late 70s now. And something clicked for her, and the first time when she said, my body has this. And I'm ready to let it go. I am fine. My body has knee pain just now, but I am okay to let that pain go now. Okay, so the more attachment we have to our issues, the slower we might let them go. So we want to do downloads actually for everyone today of what it's like to have a completely healed body. Whether that's okay for us to experience so much health, so much joy. Even for joy, you'll hear people say things like, oh, don't be too happy or you'll have to cry later. Why? Do you say don't cry so much, you'll have to be really happy afterwards? No. And we hold ourselves to these beliefs that we don't know where they come from. So the minute we are outside, okay, I feel this, you feel sad, feel it. And then let it go. You're meditating, you say, oh, I have too many thoughts. Okay, instead of avoiding those thoughts, let them come. Let them come and then say, okay, now that you've come, I'm ready to let you go. Till I keep closing my door and I have 20 people knocking at my door, I'm so scared of who it is. They'll keep knocking, and even when they don't knock, I'm going to feel like, oh my God, what if they come again? What if they come again? Open that door and tell them, okay, now you wait. I'm working on something. Or you tell them, okay, now that you've come, I've acknowledged you. This thought, okay, I got this random thought, but now I don't need it, so I'm going to let it go. Suddenly, that power which feels so big outside of me It loses all power the minute I acknowledge it. Anything I acknowledge, anything I accept, I hold the power to change. Because now it's something I know I have. I have good thoughts, I have bad thoughts. I have good days, I have bad days. I feel happy, I feel sad. Now, when I know I feel happy and sad, I can decide to make my happiness shine rather than that sadness. I realize I have darkness and light within me. It's my choice which one I choose to feed more. Okay, we're going to do some beautiful examples in the coming week also of simple healing processes that have healed big problems as well. Okay, I'm going to just look at the chat, see if there's anything over here. I saw there were some people posting questions, downloads. So it is to do with acceptance for things happening. Do downloads also work on people who don't believe it? Now, one of the important thing, and again, this how do downloads work? Okay, so downloads in very simple words are like very very powerful affirmations that are going directly to your subconscious mind. Because I'm not just saying I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. I am acknowledging that maybe they've never experienced this sort of happiness. We're teaching you the creator of all that is his definition and perspective of happiness. Because we understand that each of our definitions come from our experiences, which is why they might be limited. As much as I say I'm happy, if I have the belief that if you're very happy, you're going to be sad, my happiness will be followed by sadness because that is the rule in my book. So now I'm changing. I'm saying I know the universe's definition, right? The creator of all that is his definition of happiness, perspective of happiness. I know what it feels like to be happy. I know how to be happy. I know I can be happy in my daily life. I know it is safe for me to be happy. I deserve it. I deserve to be happy. I choose to be happy. What that does is if I'm putting a new seed, I'm not just putting it and leaving it there. I'm giving it the soil that seed needs, the fertilizer that seed needs, the water, the correct sunlight that particular seed needs. I'm giving it everything it needs to grow. Now, to water it every day and take care of it, to see that when I have a mango plant and I have a bitter gourd plant and I want to have mangoes, that I make sure that I'm watering it regularly and taking care of it the way it needs to be, that I'm choosing happiness consciously, becomes my choice. Till now, my mind didn't know I had an option to be happy. My mind didn't know it's an option to be completely healthy. But now that I do, it's my choice to make. So that's a download done directly to your subconscious mind. That's why we're connecting to a theta brainwave and doing it. So it's directly to your subconscious mind. Okay, you can access them when we're doing downloads in the sessions, you can access them on the recordings. That was another question. And the point of acceptance. Acceptance is a key to a lot of things, you guys. The minute we accept anything, even if today there is loss, we discussed death at length the last week. Okay, so me accepting something gives me the power to actually deal with it. The minute I acknowledge, yes, I am sad. Yes, this did hurt me. Yes, I do feel tired. Then I know I can do something about it. A doctor also waits for it. They can see you're feeling very, they can look at you and tell you that you're not well. But they will tell you to do your blood tests. Why? The minute they can see, yes, they can see this is the problem. Then they can actually give you medicine for it. You will see if that doesn't show, they won't give you medicine for it. Okay, so it's something that helps our mind acknowledge. Okay, last question, and then we're doing the downloads. Can we do it for others too? You can let them listen to the recordings, but unless and until you are a licensed theta practitioner, we would tell you that you cannot do the downloads yourself for another person, for the simple reason that any knowledge that is half baked, that you're learning from listening to two videos, has the potential for more harm than benefit. Something makes sense to you, either hear what people who know how to do this are doing, or find the time to learn it so that you can actually do this for a lot more people. But ensure that your knowledge is never half baked. I appreciate the person who asked that question because it is so important to understand that. All these things, we get so excited to actually help other people, but it's very important we equip ourselves with the correct knowledge, the correct discernment before we do. Okay? So I'm going to simply do some downloads for everyone if everyone's ready now. So just allow yourself to close your eyes, take in 3 deep breaths, allowing yourself to connect to your energies, to be in a mode of being able to receive these amazing downloads and for them to work for you, for your highest and best, and in your highest and best way. Can I download for each person here and each person that says yes now or later that I know and understand the creator of all that is definition and perspective of being healed, that I know what it feels like, how to, when to, and that it is safe and possible for me to live my daily life knowing that I am healed, allowing my body to heal, knowing that it is safe and possible for me to witness miracles within my life, to witness positive manifestations and positive miracles happening across all areas of my life. That I know and understand the creator of all that is his definition and perspective of shift, of positive change, that I know what it feels like, how to, when to, and that it is safe and possible for me to live my daily life, creating positive shifts for myself, creating positive changes within my life, allowing myself to experience these positive changes after receiving downloads, after receiving healings, and just as I flow through life, that it is possible for me to experience these within my life. That I know and acknowledge that my life itself is a miracle, and I allow myself to witness beautiful, positive miracles across all areas of my life. That it is safe for me to witness them, that it is safe for me to create them, that I know what it feels like, how to, when to, and that it is safe and possible for me to know and understand the creator of all that is definition and perspective of acceptance, that I know what it feels like, how to, when to, and that it is safe and possible for me to live my daily life knowing what it feels like to be able to accept myself for all I am, to accept my body for what it is, and to know that it is safe and possible for me to accept situations for what they are and still see them with the energy of love, still heal them with the energy of love, knowing that the energy of love is what we're made of, allowing myself to know and acknowledge that as I choose to empower the energy of love, the energy of the creator of all that is within me, as I choose to water that within myself every day, as I choose to grow that energy within my life, I allow my life to be one that is healed. I allow myself to connect to my body, to acknowledge my body and its requirements, to allow myself to walk along the path of healing and know that it's safe and possible to live with a completely healed and happy body, to know that I can still grow in life and that I allow myself to grow, that I allow myself to release my experiences that are blocking me with ease and grace, with ease and joy, that I know what it feels like to live a life that is happy, healthy, full of joy, full of balance, full of learnings that are joyous and adventurous in a manner that suits me, to allow myself to be connected to who I am and connected to what happens with my life, within my life, in a joyous manner. I allow myself to be one with my body and to know and feel healing and joy in every experience I have. That I have the guidance and the perspective of the Creator that works through all aspects of my life. I am balance, I am joy, and I deserve and choose all of the above. Can I download this for each person that says yes within their minds? At this point or later, at all four levels of their belief systems, into every cell, atom, molecule of their body, every area of their life, for in every language they may have ever known or understood, for their highest and best and in their highest and best way. Just say yes to allow this energy to flow through you and witness as you see a beautiful whitish golden light flowing through you as this energy enters your body and just allows your entire body to glow. Accept it, allow it, and feel its magic. Let it slowly and beautifully penetrate through your entire body, through every cell of your body, every part of your being, making your entire body, entire being just glow. And as it keeps growing, see as this energy envelops your entire body and moves out of your body, enveloping your aura, healing it, making it feel so light, so happy, so joyous, knowing that it is safe, letting it encompass every area of your life beautifully, feeling joy, feeling healing, feeling lightness, and accepting this energy of balance, of joy, of love. And as you feel ready, just allow yourself to come back to this room with a big smile on your face and just open your eyes. Okay, let's see if a lot of you are back. Yes, I see most of you back. So just allow yourself to have a healed day, a happy day, to allow the small and big miracles that happen within life to experience them with joy. And we'll be covering this topic a lot more. There was a question about acceptance. We will cover that on Friday if that's not answered by then already. Okay. Have an amazing day. And thank you to each and every one of you for joining. This is Richa, the co founder of Cesta Healing. And we thank the team of Joining Hands and each of you for joining us today and every day along this journey. Let's acknowledge those reasons and let's allow ourselves to completely heal. Okay, have a beautifully healed and happy day. See you tomorrow.